35 years ago today, September 13th, 1986, the Boise State Broncos played Humboldt State and annihilated them 74-0, according to BSU historian Tom Scott. Almost as impressive as the apparent unstoppable offense of the Broncos was what the Broncos and Lumberjacks actually played on that Saturday. That day was the debut of what would become the well-known symbol of Boise State. That summer, blue turf was installed as part of the upgrade of what was then a 26-year-old Bronco Stadium. This day in history, Mark Johnson brings us this epic and iconic 208 redial.
What do you think of astroturf?
I think football should be played on natural grass.
That sentiment echoed loudly through the halls of football facilities all over the country back in the late 60s and the early 70s. But soon, man-made carpets would outnumber natural turf 3-1 in the college and the pro ranks, and suddenly a new era of football had begun. Now, nearly 2 decades later, a similar cry can be heard.
Well, I think football should be played on green turf.
Now, the reason for the outburst from some members of the community lies here at Boise State's Lyle Smith Field, home of the orange and blue Boise State Broncos. This is also home of America's very first blue football field. The idea was the brainchild of the athletic department, who felt blue astroturf combined with orange jerseys would create some added publicity for the university, and it has. Not all of it favorable. Sports Illustrated, for example, suggesting the school hire a design consultant, that to rid them of their color scheme.
It's really good for the league. I think I think that all the coaches should wear earrings. I think we all should play on different colored fields. I think everyone should have a beard.
Kids don't care what they play on. They just want to play. That's the way coaches are. It doesn't make any difference if we go play Weber State in a dirt field or play them in a grass field or turf field.
Looking a bit like a small lake in the middle of the city, some are concerned about ducks crashing afternoon games. Hunters have already been told it is off limits. The carpet will get its first test in front of the home crowd September 13th, and at $600,000. Fans in Boise, Idaho are already saying the new blue at BSU, like it or not, is here to stay. In Boise, Mark Johnson reporting for NBC News.
And KTVB, young Mark Johnson. By the way, they replaced that AstroTurf a few times since then, all blue, of course. In 1995, they put the AstroTurf back in, but by 2002, players, well, they tired of the rug burn, so they went with AstroPlay in 2002, which is what you're seeing right there. It's the same concept of the current field with the rubber pellets and the plastic blades of grass, but by 2008, they switched to a field turf surface, which has been replaced a couple of times since then, in 2010 because of a reflection problem, and again in 2019 because of wear and tear. They're currently playing on their 6th version of the blue, of which they are now 191 and 47 on that blue.